Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David Aqua and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to talk about another video game series, or more of a ridiculously popular franchise. Like, it started out as a simple PC game, right? It became the best-selling PC game of all time when it came out, and then they poured it out to everything else. Like, you can play it on your PC, PlayStation, Xbox, you can play it on your Nintendo 3DS, your mobile phone. It's ridiculous. You can play it. You can find this game anywhere, man. And then they had books, novels, comics. They had these strategy guys who actually considered making a movie. Like, oh my gosh, what has Myst become, right? For like almost a decade, this was like the best-selling PC game of all time. Whenever The Sims came out, like 2001, 2002, that's when Myst finally got dethroned as the best-selling PC game. And now it's like, every single year it's like, oh, Call of Duty or something like that. But when Myst came out, it was like super popular, man. It had like the best graphics and stuff like that at the time. And now you look at it, man, it looks like crap. But back then, man, it's like revolutionary, and everyone was talking about Myst. So I'm going to talk about what I got and what my experiences with the series. I first learned of Myst from my dad's friend. When we first bought our computer, it was like 64 megabytes of RAM. It was like the most powerful computer they had at Best Buy, right? So my parents got it for like a bajillion $100 or whatever, and everyone at work was talking about, oh, did you hear he got a new computer and stuff like that? We gotta give him some games and stuff for his kids, So one of my dad's friends, his name is Doug. He's a big dude, man. And I remember my dad coming home with all these stories about how Doug would like eat a whole, those rotisserie chickens that you see at at the grocery store. He actually eat a full bird during lunch every single day at work. So my dad would always complain about all those stories. He spent his entire lunch eating this giant bird, giant chicken, all by himself. Anyway, he gave us some games, which includes like racing games, other point-and-click games, kiddie games like Freddy Fish and Putt Putt the Car. I don't know if you guys even heard of that, but like Barbie for my sister. There was like some Mickey Mouse and some Batman games for me and stuff like that. And one of the other games was Myst. Now, before we played Myst, we played another game called The Lighthouse. And The Lighthouse is very similar. You open doors, solve puzzles, and walk around the world, and you're all alone and stuff like that. But The Lighthouse was super creepy because all these creatures and weird mechanical birds and stuff like that, right? And we were like scared when we first turned on Myst, but Myst was way different. It was not like The Lighthouse at all. There was no like weird creatures trying to attack us and stuff like that. It was very different, okay? And I remembered when I first beat Myst, I got a strategy guide for Myst, right? I was this close, and my dad was like, he calls, just like how it is today. If you watch me on Twitch, my parents always call me right in the middle of gameplay to go help them do something. I left the room, right? And I was like 3 clicks away from beating the game. I just need to click 3 more times, click on Atris, and then I beat the game. I walked out of the room because my dad called me for something and he needed to help him lift something out, whatever, get something out of the back of the car. Anyway, my sister sat down, she beat the game, and I didn't save or anything. I had to play the whole entire game over, solve all the puzzles again, and yeah, so I sat there for an entire afternoon, and I actually finally beat the game, and then when I finally got the chance, my dad called me out of the room, my sister sat down, I was like, what's this? She clicked on it, she beat the game. I never got to see that final cutscene until like, I played the game again. So that was really weird. Okay, it was just a little experience I had with the Myst series. Okay, let's talk about the games. Okay, I don't think you guys really came here to listen to me tell you all these stories about my family and stuff like that. So Myst came out for the PC in 1993. I got the original PC game right here. Okay, you want to see the specs for it? The system requirements, because it's actually quite funny. You need 4 megabytes of RAM. That's all you need to play this game. It's like today you need like hundreds of thousands of gigs, to be able to play a game. But now this game is like you just need 4 megabytes. So that's how simple this game was. Just a point and click. Just a bunch of pictures. Although if you watch like the making of documentaries of how they made this game, they really went into detail when it comes to they're not just drawing pictures. They actually rendered them in 3D and then took pictures and moved the camera here and there just to get a perfect shot and stuff like that. They really put a lot of work into this game, and they really deserve to be the best-selling game at the time. Okay, I actually played the game multiple times. I got it on PlayStation 1 also, but I don't have the disc case for it here. I bought it on 3DS, and oh my gosh, the thing I have to say, 0 out of 10 when it comes to this game on 3DS. It was like a horrible port, man. Absolutely horrible. I was so ashamed. So I played this game for the past couple of days on the 3DS, right? Well, I played on my 2DS. But the controls were hideous. Why, in a point-and-click game, can you not use the stylus, right? You have to use the analog stick that's on the 3DS. It's just so hard to play this game on the 3DS, man. So yeah, the game deserves to be on PC. Yeah, on mobile phones, you actually, like, you know, click on where you want to go. But on the 3DS, no, do not get on 3DS. It's like a horrible port, all right? And let's see. I also have here the 10th anniversary DVD edition, which has Myst in the Masterpiece version, which actually redid all the graphics and stuff like that. Which is probably what they should have done with the 3DS version. They probably should have put Myst Masterpiece on there. There was also Real Myst. I have played it, but I don't own it here. But Real Myst is, you know, you move around like a first-person shooter. You know, they actually rendered everything in 3D in the video game, and you actually play the game as if it's like, you know, it's like BioShock or something. You know, actually BioShock is probably like the same thing that what Myst is. You know, a post-apocalyptic world, everyone's gone and stuff like that, and you read like audio logs and stuff like that. So BioShock's probably the closest thing we have to Myst. So if you like BioShock, it's pretty similar to Myst, minus the combat. You don't have combat in the in these Myst games, okay? And here it is, the strategy guide, fully colored strategy guide for Myst. So at the time, yeah, the graphics were beautiful and stuff like that. You know, 1993. You know, beautiful scenery, a lot of detail in the graphics and stuff, and it didn't take a lot to play it. You know. So yeah, the next game that came out in the series was Riven. Here's a strategy guide for it. It's not black and white, it's like brown and white. But man, the Riven game, it was so huge at the time, man. Everyone's, oh my gosh, the sequel to Myst, man, it's huge. The last game only took like 1 CD, not even the full disc. This one has 5 CDs. Again, you have to switch disc over and over and over again. And here are the images that you see in the game. Here, where's disc 1? Here. So let me pan through here all the different images that you have. So here you're supposed to fight this, pretty much the god of this world, who was actually the father of the person that you met in the last game. All right. So there's the last 2 discs. Try to defeat Gen. You free Catherine. Save all the people of the Riven world. Pretty intense stuff. You can see all these creatures and stuff like that. It's a very strange, intensely alien world that you're seeing here, man. Very weird stuff. Now I actually do have the DVD version here also. So back to the 10th anniversary edition. These are all DVDs. The Masterpiece edition, DVD versions of each one. So you don't have to switch disc for this one. All right. And there's Exile for PC. I also bought Exile on Xbox and PS2. Oh my gosh, right? So inside, here's the disc. I love the booklet, by the way. This is awesome stuff. 20-page booklet with everything in here. Tells you all your controls, the weird-looking creatures, how to play the game, a little information on the stories and stuff like that, the different worlds that you'll be visiting, and then actually hints. There's actually a walkthrough in here also, so you can actually play the game with soft hints here. They actually tell you a little bit how to, you know, if you get stuck, open this book up. Like, how many times do you have to say in video games, oh, I'm stuck here. I wish I had a walkthrough or something, but there's like $30 at GameStop. But in this game, they actually give you the walkthrough, plus some other background information. Look, Atreus' journal. If you don't want to just open it in the game, you can just read it right here. Like, oh my gosh, what an amazing concept. Having booklets in video games. Whoa, where has time gone, you know? Now you don't get anything. So yeah, I got Mystery. Beautiful graphics, by the way. You actually like move 360 degrees around your like before you're just clicking on pictures, right? In this game, you actually move your mouse. You're looking at all the scenery all around you. You know, pretty cool stuff. Myst 4 is actually my favorite game. I played it on PC originally, but I have the Xbox version here, right here. Got it for $5. I was like, why not? You know. And I got excited. I wanted to add it to my collection. One of the things I really like about this game, I haven't been telling you the dates. Riven came out in 1997, Myst 3 came out in 2001, and oh yeah, after Myst 3 came out with Uru, which is an MMO. Now I don't have anything here, you actually can download it. Oh wait, I do have something to represent it. There, Uru, Ages of Myst, alright? I got the strategy guide to play the MMO. You know, it's just like, you know, you can play third person, just like World of Warcraft or RuneScape or whatever, you know? And yeah, I do have strategy guides for Myst 3 here. Myst 4 Revelations. Alright. $1 clearance price. I love these games. So yeah, Uru came out in 2003, then Myst 4 came out in 2004. And these games, oh my gosh, what really separates these games from other games I've played, they actually use real live actors in the game. Like, they actually record videos of these people, and like in the game you actually see like the cutscenes with actual people, you know, in the new worlds, actually like put on green screen or something like that, and they put the people in the world interacting with you and stuff. Like most video games, they if they want to put a real person, then you probably do like motion capture and stuff like that. But no, this game actually, you know, these people be in like full-blown costumes, and they'll be like on sets. You know, and they'll do all the, you know, there's like some type of special effect or whatever, which they do have. People in these worlds have magical powers. You can actually, you know, flow and transport yourself from one world to another and stuff like that. And they actually use actual actors in these games. Until Myst 5. For some reason, they actually took it out, the charm of Myst, which is like real life actors, and they use everyone, the entire game was CGI, you know, with just voice actors voicing the CGI characters. Myst 5, I never really completed it. I just watched cutscenes on YouTube. But here it is, the final chapter of Myst. Nice little slipcover right there. The grand finale, it says. A very anticlimactic grand finale. 3-disc. Okay, so it's all here. Pathetic booklet. Although it is fully colored, so that, you can't complain about that. So look, your controls. You move up, down, left, right. So yeah, just how to play the game and stuff like that. Not really much here. They didn't even bother to put credits in here. That's really weird too. So, anyway, that's Myst 5. You know, it's okay. It's nice to know how the story ends and stuff like that, and everyone's happy and whatever. Oops. Yeah. And then they release books, novels. Here, let me show them to you real quick. We got the Book of Tiana, which explains Atris's grandmother, right? The Book of Atris, which you should read before you play Riven, okay? Because it does introduce you to how Atris and Gen got into their little quarrel, you know, their conflict. And we got the Book of Dunny, which is more focused on Catherine and Atris, you know, and their lives. There's a comic book, only the first issue, the Book of Black Ships, right here. Unfortunately, they never actually completed it, so I don't know the story, but it actually tells the story of one of the worlds from the original game. Alright? And I guess that's it. Here's the book for Ages of Myst. It's got the same picture as the game itself. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have played Myst, but you can find it anywhere now. You can play it on your mobile phone. You can play it there. I believe there's like a demo. If you have you know, the Apple Store, you actually download a demo where you can just go on the island, but you can't go to the other worlds. You can just spend time on Myst itself, Myst Island. And that's pretty much it. The story does continue on from the next. You can't just jump in the one game. Although, Myst, the very first Myst, you can actually beat it in like 10 minutes if you know what you're doing. So you just need to know the stories and stuff like that. I say watch a video on YouTube. Get familiar with yourself, and then you play the game, because it's not everyone's cup of tea, you know? It's a lot of people would consider it kind of boring. I have made previous videos in the past of Myst. You can feel free to watch those. Just search for them, you know, put in my username and say Myst, and I did a review of Myst 4, which is my favorite game in the series. It really wraps up everything. Like, if you just stop at Myst 4, I would actually be kind of satisfied. But they came out with Myst 5, and it's really dark and stuff like that. And yeah, whatever, you know. It's kind of funny that people who wrote the stories, the Miller brothers, they actually believe that the world of Myst exists. Like, they start believing what they wrote, you know? Kind of like what Dan Brown is with the Da Vinci Code and stuff like that. He starts to believe his own work. Everything. So yeah. Pretty weird. So, yeah. I guess that's it. I don't know what else to say. There's no action figures or anything like that related to the series. And it is boring for some of you guys. There's no shooting. It's just trying to unwrap what's going on in this world, you know? Is reading pages after pages after pages. Like, in Myst 4, they actually did a very clever thing where they actually had audios. Like, as you're reading the journals and stuff like that, they actually read it for you. So that's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about Myst. Thank you for watching, people. Rate, comment, favorite, thumbs up, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.